Hey guys, Pieguyrulz here, and I've been thinking about SpongeBob a lot lately and trying to figure out what exactly about the show makes it so good. The good episodes, anyway. And I'm talking about good episodes from any season. Why are these episodes just so spectacular, so amazing, so great that we care when the episodes are bad? Well, I mean, the obvious answer is they're funny, they're witty, they're clever, all that stuff. But to dig a little bit deeper, I think I figured it out. There's two contradictory things that make the show really good. One, it is insanely memorable and quotable. Like there are lines and things like advanced darkness, like the way people from rock bottom speak, like Wumbo, like a million different things from the show that are just someone says it and instantly you recognize it. There's a lot of different moments, not just lines, but moments like sequences, like again using the rock bottom example, the buses that SpongeBob keeps nearly missing. Like those are things, the gag sticks in your head. But at the same time, and the second element is that the episodes are really rewatchable. And I think they achieve this by having not just big, memorable, awesome gags, but medium sized gags that are still enjoyable to watch, although they don't necessarily stick with you in the same way that the big gags do. With a lot of other shows, they have a lot of memorable quotes and moments, and they stick with you, and then they have a lot of other good gags that are just fine. But I think the thing about SpongeBob is that when it's good, the good episodes are just constantly bringing jokes, and the rate at which the jokes are presented, you're going to remember one or two of them per, 2-3 minutes of episodes. They're going to stick in your head. But then there's also other jokes going on. So on your first viewing, you'll see it, and that one particular really funny moment will stick in your head. And then you'll see the other moments, but it won't really register. And then on second viewing, you'll see a little bit more. And on third viewing, you'll see more. And I'm not talking about like hidden jokes in the background or anything like that. These jokes are all on the forefront. There are a few that do background sort of stuff, but for the most part, all of the jokes in SpongeBob are just at the forefront. On a good episode, 90% of the dialogue is humor. It's a joke in one way or another, and you add into that visual humor, and a lot of it works. In the really good episodes, pretty much all of it works, and the more you watch, the more you notice other jokes, the less memorable things become more memorable, but they never quite catch as memorable as the really obvious memorable things. So while you still remember them, you remember them further back in your brain so that when you rewatch them, you actually fully remember them. Like you kind of vaguely remember the gag, but then you rewatch it and then you're like, wow, why didn't I remember that? That is amazing. That is really, really funny. And I found that I've watched these episodes, seasons 1 through 3, I've watched them so many times over the span of so many years. I've seen these episodes and I never get tired of them. Never. Never, ever, ever. And I think that's what distinguishes a good episode from a meh episode, is that the meh episodes, you could watch them, you might enjoy them, but the good episodes, the really good episodes, you can watch them over and over again, and it's timeless. It is really, really timeless, and something that can be enjoyed as many times as possible. That's how I get through making a lot of the videos I make about SpongeBob, is because when it's good, it is fantastic. And that's why people feel so passionate about the show, is because when you see episodes that really are just humorless, are mean-spirited, are nasty episodes that are not only not funny, but anti-humor. That's why people get so upset, because the show has such potential. It has such potential to be really, really fantastic. And I'm not saying that this is exactly the formula that they set out to achieve, or that this is exactly the reason why SpongeBob is good, but it's what I've come up with, of that it's got the really memorable jokes, and then the jokes that aren't quite as memorable, but still just as good. And through a mix of these, through just sheer frequency of awesome jokes, the episodes become totally watchable for the, 30th time you're going to see him? And knowing Nickelodeon, you're going to see him a lot of times. So, yeah, there you go. That's my little theory. I hope you enjoyed it. You feel free to, I don't know, watch, subscribe stuff, if you want. I do these big seasonal SpongeBob reviews if you're not aware of them. You can watch them if you want. I don't know. Pieguyrulz. Out.